Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
All right, as you guys know, the Lakers played the Nuggets yesterday, and they lost, I think, 114 to 103. It was a pretty interesting game for about 2.5 quarters, but that's the Lakers thing. They can only play 2.5 good quarters against the Denver Nuggets. So we're going to break down in film what plays I like, what plays I didn't like, what lineups I liked, what lineups I didn't like, the defense they played against Jokic and Murray, the Nuggets defense they played. We're just going to do a film breakdown and basically reaction. I watched the game already, but now I kind of want to just break down what happened from a basketball mind. All right, I love the way the Lakers came out in this game. You know, I think we started playing very well very early. LeBron was aggressive early. Usually in game one, it's kind of like a feeling out process, but you can't do that against a team like this, you know. Okay, we're going to freeze frame it here. If we have people like Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr., the way they can create shots and the way they can hit shots, you have to kind of pick a poison. So if Aaron Gordon is the one handling the ball and he's trying to create against one of our better defenders, that's something we live with, even if he scores or not. And he's going to end up scoring, but that's something we're going to have to live with because I'd rather have Jokic down low. I'd rather have Gordon down low than Jokic. All right, freeze it right here. This is the matchup that the Lakers have been trying to go at the whole game. Jamal Murray is on the block against LeBron James. That's something that we would love to see. But I don't think Jokic has the defensive ability to really close out and stop LeBron from getting to the lane. And if he does, you can have a rolling Anthony Davis from the top of the key to the cup, or you can have Rui Hachimura go baseline. And if Aaron Gordon is so focused on helping, Austin Reeves is also wide open for three. So I love the mismatch from LeBron onto Jamal Murray. Let's see what happens. Still backing down. Aaron Gordon's going to help. Nikola Jokic was too slow. Helping out Jamal Murray, LeBron James gets the easy basket. Bron gets open for three, knocks it down. Beautiful backdoor cut. Aaron Gordon got 2 fouls early, so he was able to come off the bench, which is something that could help out on the defensive end. LeBron hits another three. We're not going to talk about that. LeBron did not get dunked on. He didn't. All right. Just to go back a few seconds. There are 3 Lakers players out of the picture, out of the play. And our best rebounder couldn't get the rebound. Well, it was all the way out of his possession, but that's why we need to get back. One of the biggest things in this series is going to be the second chance points. Second chance points like that cannot happen. They're going to keep attacking the Jamal Murray. Whoever Jamal Murray's guarding, they're going to attack, especially if they're guarding a guy like Roy, AD, or LeBron. We tested Peyton Watson early to see if he could hit the shot. He ended up hitting 2 early shots. Now, this may be a reason why I don't like Rui Hachimura on Jokic. I know this is LeBron, but in the end of the day, Nikola Jokic is 7 foot. LeBron James is 6'8". Jokic is going to be able to put that shot up. The way he high arcs his shot and the way he puts it up without being able to be blocked. If I'm Anthony Davis, I think he's in pretty good position right here. Maybe I'll move back just a little bit to cut off that baseline, but I trust D'Angelo Russell to be able to watch KCP and Peyton Watson. Peyton Watson hits 2 early threes, but this is a guy who shot under 30% from the 3 in the course of a full season. So it's like if he's killing you from 3, you have to live with that. Like I said, in the playoffs, you have to pick a poison. I don't think we should be hugging Reggie Jackson. He should be more worried about KCP, and AD should move down just a little bit more to cut off the baseline. But in the end of the day, it doesn't matter because LeBron is not tall enough to guard Jokic. If we can tell, LeBron's not going to be able to block that shot. He's not going to be able to block that shot. This is an instance where I would want Gabe Davis in, for the simple fact is Spencer Dinwiddie did not fight over this screen well enough, in my opinion, and it leads to an easy Jokic roll right to the basket. All right, one more thing. I think Anthony Davis scored on this possession, but if I'm the Lakers, I'm putting DeAndre Jordan in as much pick and roll offense as possible. He's going to be the main focal point. He's going to have to guard the pick and roll consistently. If you guys watch the play-in game from the Sacramento Kings versus the New Orleans Pelicans, the Pelicans won that game off constantly putting Domantas Sabonis in pick and rolls. Now, I'm not saying DeAndre Jordan is the defender that Domantas Sabonis is. I think DeAndre Jordan still can be a decent defender, but it's like he's 35, he doesn't play consistent minutes. So we're going to put him in as much pick and roll as possible, and we're going to let him be the focal point on the defense. We're going to go at him. Instead of doing that, Anthony Davis just goes one-on-one, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, it's probably our second best option on offense. So I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying that's what I would do consistently. And then in this case, Jackson Hayes, you got to let Gabe Vincent stay with him. You have to let Gabe Vincent stay with him. And you let DeAndre Jordan roll to the rim pretty easily. All right, so the second half has just started. This is where a lot of the bad for the Lakers begins. One thing I like right here is putting Nikola Jokic in the pick and roll with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. And Jokic tries to step up on LeBron. AD gets a wide open alley-oop. It's not hard basketball. It's not hard basketball. Now, this is a play right here where you have to fight over the screen, because now there could be 3 different type of avenues we could get that aren't in our favor. So let's play. Jamal Murray's going to come across the screen. We're going to freeze it right here. Nikola Jokic is wide open for a mid-range jump shot that we know he can knock down consistently. If AD helps up on that, that's a lob. If Rui Hachimura gets back on Jokic, that's an open jumper. So it's like we don't have any room to not be able to get over these screens. I mean, I know it's Nikola Jokic. I know it's a harder thing to do, but you have to get around those screens, because now there are 3 different ways they can score. We already lost this possession. Because Austin Reeves did not get over the screen. So let's watch and see what happens. Nikola Jokic gets the pump fake. He's going to go down. And that's just a really tough shot. That was good defense by Anthony Davis, but that was just a really tough shot. Now, I don't know if Austin Reeves just didn't know the screen was coming and nobody was communicating, but this is another example of fighting through the screens. This is another example of it. We're going to play the clip. Austin Reeves does a terrible job guarding the screen. LeBron has to come up, and now it's an easy Aaron Gordon lob. That play happens way too much. All right, like I said, pick your poison. Nikola Jokic is going to drive to the basket. Anthony Davis is already committed to Nikola Jokic driving to the basket. If Aaron Gordon hits that corner 3, you live with that. Aaron Gordon is not a consistent 3-point shooter, so you live with it. Anthony Davis commits. He does not commit enough. This is what I mean about the Lakers could not afford to go back and forth with the Nuggets, because they're going to keep hitting shots and the Lakers aren't. The Lakers will burn out before the Nuggets do, and this is where the game went left. As soon as the Nuggets went up 9, it's like, okay, we're about to lose this game. KCP comes back and he hits another one. The Lakers are not going to be able to make shots with Denver back to back. So when you have a 12-point lead, you need to hold on to it. You need to win the non-Jokic minutes. There was a point in this fourth quarter where the Lakers did not win the non-Jokic minutes. And that's what put a fork in it for me. Gabe Vincent did not play as much as I thought he would. I thought Gabe Vincent would be that pest of a defender to really give Jamal Murray a harder day. And he barely played. And to start the game, let's talk about it. We have Taurean Prince, 6'6" Taurean Prince playing the floor at the start of the game. At the start of the fourth quarter, Taurean Prince was playing the floor next to Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, and Austin Reeves. We saw this last year. Last year in Game 1, we started the game with Dennis Schroeder, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, and Nikola Jokic had 5 offensive rebounds in the first 5 minutes. That's not something... I know Nikola Jokic is not on the floor, but this is not a good lineup. It never has been. And it's still continuing to be ran, and I hate it. Anyway, let's see what happens. Jokic gets switched on to Murray. Murray starts hitting shots. Murray started hitting shots more in the second half. He started the first half a little shaky, but once again, that's where when Jamal Murray isn't hitting shots, which is not something that happens often in the playoffs, you have to capitalize on stuff like that. Have to capitalize. Taurean Prince gets a good shot here. They cut the lead to 8. They were down 15 at one point, so I still held out hope. But once again, the Nuggets started hitting shots again, and the Lakers started missing shots. All right, so that was basically the game. My takeaway from this game is if D'Angelo Russell has one more game to where he cannot provide on the offensive side of the floor, we need to start Gabe Vincent. And not because Gabe Vincent is a better scorer, but I think Gabe Vincent is going to play better defensively on Jamal Murray. Because there was too many times that I showed y'all Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, they're not fighting through screens. I think Gabe Vincent is a pest on defense. I feel like there's a difference between lockdown and pest. Pest is somebody who's going to make every single bucket you get harder. You may not be missing from the production side, but you're going to work a lot harder to get those buckets. You may not get those buckets with 17 seconds left in the shot clock. You might get those buckets with about 4 or 5 seconds left. That's the difference, in my opinion. That's the difference. LeBron has to stop trying to do that. He has to stop trying to do that. You're LeBron. You're LeBron. People are going to say you got dunked on when you really didn't get dunked on. Anyway, I'm going to react to some more playoff games. Those are my adjustments. If D'Lo is not playing well, you need to pull him immediately. And if you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. God, I just tweaked.